Okay, our last problem here says use a graphing utility to solve each equation. Express your answer rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, for this one, they specifically told us to use a graphing calculator, and they did that for a reason because here we have a mixture of an exponential and a logarithm. This is, we can't combine these. This is just much more complicated. But what we can do is we can use our graphing calculator. Now, because this says equals, and remember, equals means that things are the exact same, right? So we're going to use that idea, and what we're going to do is we're going to type in the left side into our y1, and we're going to type the right side into our y2. Now, where those things are the exact same will be where they intersect. So in our graphing calculator, if you need to pause this and write down your equations, the equation rather, you absolutely can. In our graphing calculator, though, I'm going to go to the y equals, and in the y1, I'm going to type in e to the x. So second, and then the natural log gives me that e raised to the x, close the parenthesis, minus the natural log of x, and then close that parenthesis. In my y2, I'm going to type in 4. Now, I want you to be very careful whenever you see this thing graphed, because that'll make a huge difference. Okay, I'm going to do a zoom 6, and as soon as I do, it's going to start graphing. So please watch very carefully. Zoom 6. Oh, see, that just really zoomed it up there, didn't it? This graph, the curve here is our e to the x. In fact, if I trace, we might be able to see that. You see how this is graphing on the curved part here? This is the e to the x minus natural log of x. This part here, the straight line, is our y2 equals 4, or y equals 4. What we're looking for is where these things meet. Now notice that graph, if you were watching really carefully, and I know it happened fast, you would see that this graph came down and then back up again, and then the y equals 4 was graphed straight across. There are actually 2 places here where those things meet. One is very hard to see, the other one is very noticeable. So be careful when you're doing that you're not, you're watching out for other possibilities. Okay, so I'm going to intersect now, which, remember, it's been a while since we've done this, is second trace, number 5 for intersect. And here, I'm going to just hit the down arrow so that I can move it to the y equals 4. And I'm going to say that's somewhere close around where that intersection point is. So I'm going to hit enter, 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 and see what we get. We have an intersection point at 0.05, comma 4. We're interested in the x value, so our first x would be 0.05 rounded to 2 decimal places. Okay, let's now find the other one. So we're going to repeat the process. Second trace and choose number 5. And now we're going to move over again, or I could have hit the down arrow and went on the y equals 4, either way. We just want to get our cursor very close to that point of intersection and then hit enter 3 times. And now we have an intersection point at 1.48 if we were rounding to 2 decimal places.